looking at the issue of spousal support or alimony in a North Carolina case, we have to look at a three-step analysis. The first question that we have to ask is there a dependent spouse and is there a supporting spouse? In other words, does one spouse make more than the other, usually substantially more than the other? Is there a supporting dependent spouse relationship whereby the supporting spouse carries the bulk of the marital bills and debt on a monthly basis? Assuming we pass the first test, we can move to question number 2. Question number 2 is, does the supporting spouse have the ability to pay any monies to the dependent spouse? And conversely, the dependent spouse must have a real need, in other words, a negative number theoretically, after the payment of that spouse's bills, etc. Assuming we pass question number 2, we move to question number 3, and that is how much money per month and for how long? How many months? How many years in this case? Now, in deciding that, whether it's the court deciding it or whether it's two attorneys negotiating an amount, we're going to look at various factors. First of all, we're going to look at what was the amount of discretionary income that the supporting spouse had left over each month on their financial affidavit. How much money do they have left over after the payment of their reasonable needs and expenses, their reasonable bills and debt? We're also going to look at length of the marriage, the ability of the dependent spouse to retrain, and we're also going to look at marital misconduct, such as adultery, verbal abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, in deciding the amount of alimony, how long it will last. So to recap on the issue of spousal support or alimony, it's a three-step evaluation. First, we need to have a dependent supporting spouse relationship. 2, we must find that the supporting spouse has the ability to pay and that the dependent spouse has a need. And number 3, we have to decide how much and for how long.